Hello students, I am Parvesh Kumar from Golden Public School. Today in this video, I am going to tell you the summary of the chapter The Making of a Scientist. This chapter is taken from your book Footprints Without Feet. Okay students, in this video you will get the summary of this chapter. Yes, students, the name of the chapter, The Making of a Scientist. Okay, students, The Making of a Scientist is a story about the leading scientist Richard A. Bright. He was a curious child right from the beginning years of his life. Dear students, this is the story of a scientist whose name is Richard A. Bright, and he was a very curious child right from the beginning year of his life, right from his childhood, we can say. Okay, he had started collecting butterflies in his childhood, and by the time he is in second grade, he had already gathered all the 25 species found in his hometown. Okay, students? When he was in third grade, he had collected 25 species of butterfly found in his hometown. Okay, also he collected coins, fossils, and rocks. He was interested in all of these things. Okay, students. One day his mother gave him a book named The Travel of Monarchs X. Okay, actually his mother was a good companion of him. Okay, and his mother gave him a book. The name of the book, The Travel of Monarch X. This book has been a turning point in life and introduced him to the world of science. Okay, students, that means this was the book who brought a change in his life and introduced him to the world of science. Okay, just here we can understand what a book can do. He experienced the real science in country science fair, and moreover he understood that to win something he needs to do something extraordinary. Okay, students, when he participated in sorry country science fair, he came to know that to win something he needs to do something extraordinary, and he started working on it. Okay, students. Later, for his 8th grade, when he was in 8th grade, okay, students, he selected the assignment of finding the cause of viral sickness that killed almost all the monarch caterpillars every year. Okay, student, at that time he was in 8th grade only, and he selected the assignment of finding the cause of viral sickness that killed almost all the monarch caterpillars. Okay, he thought that the cause of this could be a beetle. So he rose caterpillars with the presence of beetles. However, he was wrong. He tried to prove it. He tried to show that beetle is responsible for the death of caterpillars. Although he was wrong, he could not prove it. But next year, his project for the science fair was testing the theory that victory butterflies copy monarchs. His project got the first prize in zoology division and third in country science fair. Okay, when next year he worked on project and he won first prize in zoology section in zoology division and third prize in country science fair. Okay, okay, students, it was when he was in 8th grade. He was in 8th grade. Okay, Now let us see when he was in high school. Okay, as a high school student, he counted his advanced experiment and finally was able to identify hormones chemical structure. At in high school, as he was a student of high school, what he did, he identified hormones chemical structure. He was able to identify hormones chemical structure. Okay, students. One day while looking at the X-ray photos of the hormones, he got the idea of his new theory. How did the idea came into his mind? Actually, what happened one day, he was looking the X-ray photos of the hormones, and at that time the idea came into his mind. Okay, what that tells cells can read the blueprints of its DNA. It is the idea that cell can read the blueprints of its DNA, and this is the discovery which made Ebright famous. Ebright and his roommate constructed the plastic model of a molecule to illustrate the working of DNA. That means he started working on it with his with his roommate. He constructed a model and illustrated the working of DNA. It was a big leap forward and got published in a magazine. He graduated from Harvard with the highest honor. Okay, students, we can say when he was in high school, he started working on that how cell can read the blueprints of its DNA, and with the help of his classmate, he constructed a plastic model of molecules to illustrate the work of DNA, and his work published in a magazine. Okay, later on he graduated from Harvard with the highest honor. Okay, students. Yes, he was other interested also like public speaking, debates, and is also a honest and an outdoor person. Okay, he was not only interested in science only, but he likes public speaking, debates, etc. too. Okay, also he was competitive, but in good sense, and always wants to do his best. He had competitive nature, but in good sense. Okay, you can understand, but in good sense. Okay, he always want to do his best. Okay, his target was not to defeat the other, but his target always was to do his best. Okay, students. Moreover, he possesses all the traits of becoming a good scientist. He had all the qualities of becoming a scientist. What are the good qualities to becoming a scientist? That means he was laborious, he want to read, okay, he was intelligent one, he work day and night for on his project. Okay, so we can say he had or he possesses all the traits of becoming a good scientist. If we conclude, we can say that story teaches us that with perseverance, dedication, and hard work, any dream is achievable. Okay, students, I have told you the summary of the chapter in this video. I think this will be helpful to you. Thank you.